It's just so touching because, you know, like us, right, baby?
What?
Beauty
What do you mean?
and the Beast.
Okay,
but
what's the but?
I want to make this video afterwards because I know there's been a lot of controversy this year around what's been going on with Marcelito, what's been going on in general with a lot of these acts and America's Got Talent champions. More drama than I've ever seen for this show. And now I'm starting to think that I side with the people. Because so far I've been trying to be very strict about what I talk about and what I speculate on. Like a lot of people are jumping to conclusions about like how America's Got Talent has something out for Angelina, or they don't like Filipino people because, you know, Marcelito's Filipino. And you know, and some of it's just based on just raw information. Not many people realize that the show is already pre-recorded, the winner is already determined. You know, all these things have already been mapped out. So a lot of the interviews, a lot of what people are saying is recorded afterwards as a way to support this narrative, the storyline that they're telling. But
What's the but?
I am starting to think that they are going too far with the manipulation for this show.
Really?
Yes. Because we're going through the finals, we're watching Marcelito perform, and I was looking at Simon's comments, right? And I was kind of joking about, man, he always dresses like he's just wearing a t-shirt, and this is the finals, everyone else looks beautiful. And then he makes this one-off comment about how, you know, Marcelito is going to have a big career ahead. And I'm like,
because I think you've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do.
I agree.
I swear I've heard this before. He said something like this before. So right after that performance, I went online, I checked, and sure enough, he not only said this before, it was the exact same clip from another show.
You've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do.
They reused the same comments from him, which means that the judges' comments are fake.
They switch it.
They didn't just switch it. They used the exact same comment.
What?
All right, and I'm gonna prove it to y'all. I found the exact same clip, and I'm gonna go into detail why this is a problem.
Because I think you've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do. You've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do.
Can you go back to the final then? Because I want to see the accessories he's wearing.
Oh, how about this, Ludette? I got you a side-by-side comparison.
Because I think you've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do. Because I think you've got a massive career in front of you. I really, really do.
What the hell?
So this is where it gets really tricky, right? I'm like, well, wait a minute. Is Simon literally wearing the same shirt from before? Can they really reuse a clip and you not notice? And so I had to dig a little bit deeper, right? So if you take a look at this, right? This is the semifinals here, all right? As you can see what the judges are wearing. Howie, Alicia, right? Heidi wearing that green, beautiful, I'm going to say beautiful, but you know, it's pretty loud dress. And then Simon with his grayish t-shirt.
Right.
So that's what he wore in the semifinals. And then you take a look at the finals where all the other judges here are wearing something different. Howie's wearing a different suit. Alicia's wearing a stunning red dress. Heidi's wearing a golden dress, no sleeves. And Simon is wearing the exact same thing. Like, why would the owner of a show bother to wear the exact same thing? So I went back and looked at his other shows, right? Because, you know, there's a couple of episodes out.
Right.
Not the same. Only in the semifinals and the finals did he decide to wear the exact same thing. Like, why? Why would he do that? Maybe be able to reuse clips back and forth? Now, the thing is, the semifinals and the finals were actually filmed on 2 different days. So he made a conscious choice to wear the exact same thing.
Huh.
And so I knew they copied it. So the question is, did they fake Simon's comments in the semifinals, or did they fake his comments in
During
the
the final?
finals? So I went and double checked, right? And take a look at that, right? This is what Heidi is wearing in the finals,
Right.
right? Very plungy neckline. Ooh,
Yeah.
very sexy. And then this is what I noticed with Simon, right? This is a close-up shot where he's saying that, right? So if you notice on the left part, that's Heidi's arm,
Yes.
right? No sleeve. So when he's saying, I think you got a bright future, it is from the finals. But if you go back and you take a look at what he said in the semifinals, you see part of her arm too. She's wearing a green dress, which means now that the semifinal reactions were faked. So why? Why did they cut out parts of what he said then? What is it about that performance that they didn't want Simon's reaction and commentary to come through? Why reuse something even?
Put some drama into...
Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? I mean, we know television is about this drama. In many ways, fake drama. So I'm not here to act surprised like, wow, television fakes everything, because I already made a couple of videos recently that goes into the extent that they are faking stuff, using different crowd reactions, right? Filming things out of sequence. But now we see a pattern of things that Marcelito has to suffer through. And this is why some of the fans are upset. Now, I mean, at this point, this video is as much for the people that are running AGT as it is to our fans, because I'm talking to, you guys now at AGT, like your manipulation of what we see, people are catching it.
That's right.
And when they can't trust with what they see on TV, they're going to come up with some pretty crazy conclusions of how you're manipulating stuff. And at some point, I don't think they're so crazy. I honestly think like you guys are taking it way too far.
Yes, I have to agree.
Because I mean, let's take a look at how many things now that Marcelito had to suffer through that you can tell he's lamenting. Like he does feel like, I can't really.
Frustration.
I can't. Yeah, there's frustration that he wants to get across, but he can't get across. Because first off, right, boom, the golden buzzer issue. If you watch my video about the golden buzzer, I happen to catch that Marcelino wasn't given the golden buzzer because they changed the story on him. He was not the first act that you saw on television. In real life, Fred and I went to the show, boom, and confirmed, no, Marcelito performed like halfway through the show. The golden buzzer was already given away to somebody else, given away to Boogie Storm. But on the TV show, they made it sound like, sorry, Marcelito, we can't give you the golden buzzer. It's too early in the night. They're manipulating the story. And they had to make sure Marcelito goes along with it. He had to lie with them.
This is so interesting because now people has this sources. People can go to YouTube like you who analyze and something is wrong with this whole system.
I'm sure they've been doing this before, but maybe we never caught all of it.
Exactly.
Before.
Like I said, if you just watch normal television, watch this AGT all the time, you don't really bother looking deeper into their material, right? But now that you do this reaction and also people are watching on YouTube and all the sources online, now we're catching them.
We are catching them.
This is amazing.
And it may be because we're just more keenly aware, or maybe they are getting more and more aggressive with their tactics to try to trick you. And I think that might likely be the case. They think they can get away with more and more and more. I mean, like, as an example, right? Another scenario, which the AGT never talks about, which is really strange when we heard about this in the finals, is how Simon is commenting how, I don't know if I like that song, but it's been pretty clear in the past that the production team has a very heavy hand in terms of determining what song people sing. There's a team of people that really make sure what you sing is what's going to get the best ratings. Right. And what has been revealed is that Simon signs off on this. How can Simon comment about, I don't know if I like this music, when he has I don't know for sure exactly what's going on there, but definitely he is involved in some way regards how these songs are chosen. His team is reacting to that, saying, well, no, you need to try this, you need to try this. And then the judge's commentaries start to come across as, maybe he's saying this for drama.
For sure, it is for drama.
He's not just saying this because he likes Marcelino or not. He's saying this because I think what I say here is going to add to the story that I think is going to create the most drama.
It's for the sake of the, what do you call it?
For the sake of the show. Exactly. It's for the sake of the show. And I can tell you right now, right? I know a lot of you fans out there are going to say, well, Marcelito was picked out because of this. They don't like Marcelito. I can tell you right now, it's not Marcelito. It is a consistent pattern that over the years that one or two performers have started to say like, you know what? They made me had to do this. They made me had to do that. And then when I did it, they would criticize me, yada, yada, yada. it just seems like it's starting to get revealed, right? More and more people are starting to share and feel like they have to say something because what you see here isn't representative of what Marcelito wants to do when it feels like the show is about what they want to do. That's where I have the problem with. Like, if the show just flat out say, hey, we help work with them, we coach them, we help say, we recommend this, very different story. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying, well, you made a bad song choice. A big problem with this song choice isn't whether or not Marcelito wanted to sing this other song. It's one of those things, again, a big issue this year is, from what I'm understanding, is it's rights clearance. That the producers of the show couldn't clear the rights for the song that he wanted to do. And the rights issue this year seems to be in a really, really bad spot. I mean, like, we're talking about 11 acts so far. Their videos are no longer online.
Wow.
Yeah. When you literally have 25% of all your acts, because there's only 40 contestants in this show. It's a very condensed show. And they can't get their videos online because of rights issues. That's a big, big problem, especially when a show like this is predicated on people performing their material. And now AGT is manipulating the story in order to cover some of that and then to create more drama. The manipulation here is going, ooh, it's going a little too far for me, man.
Wow. I'm really disappointed about how they edit this because Marcelito is so hot right now. If they put drama and conflict to the video, then a lot of people are going to go and watch and make reaction, and that's going to give them lots of money, right?
Yes. Exactly. So it is working. I mean, by far, people are tuning into our videos. In fact, many people start to think, John, aren't you just adding to the drama? I think it's a valid concern. Like, if I continue to react to this and enjoy this show, are we adding to the drama? Or are we exposing it? Like, I like to think that we're exposing it, right? Not exposing it in a way that we're trying to, like, call people out.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the show. I love the show. I love the fact that they're giving these people who are undiscovered, people who never get a chance to come to America, showcase their talent.
Right.
But you can't treat them like this.
We're using our voice as...
I want to use our voice to honestly give these artists the kind of attention they deserve. It's the deceptiveness of how someone is portrayed. And it's not like Marcelito was portrayed in a bad light here, right? People love him, which is, you know, one thing that you can argue of, like, well, it's just television. But I could tell you from in the past, acts have come forth and said, they painted me in such a bad light, it ruined my career. Like, I have a problem with that, right? And so it makes me think about, like, how we do these kind of reactions in the future. Like, do we just react to the performance itself and try to avoid all the drama? Or are we the police of the drama? Because even though I like making these kind of commentaries and doing this type of analysis, it's work. It's not fun. It takes the fun out of enjoying an amazing performance.
Absolutely, because now you are upset.
Am I upset? Maybe I am. All right, I just had to point that out because it just literally hit me, and I'm like, it seems very innocuous, right? It's literally like 5 seconds of Simon saying the exact same thing. But if they're willing to go that far, what do they cut out from what he did say? What are they trying to get you down the path of believing when something else actually happened? Don't know now. That's the part that is always going to sit in the back of my brain. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think. Actually, I ain't even going to say that. Y'all are going to let us know what you think. So